pre-video before the video going on here. I know you guys expected the 22 cover today. Well, it's not gonna happen. So, what the deal is I spent all weekend cleaning my room and organizing and putting up new stuff, and ran out of time to film. This video is going to be late because I ran out of time to film. But next week definitely will be the 22 cover video, and I'm sorry it didn't happen today. But I have a new filming space. You can only see this beautiful tapestry right now, but I will do a room tour in a couple weeks so you guys can see like everything that we did. Sorry again, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video anyway. So, I had a birthday this past Thursday, January 30th. I turned 22, and I was looking up on Google for some video ideas that I could do because I really don't have any ideas besides covers, and to do a cover every week is just not gonna happen. So I found the birthday tag. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So here it is, the birthday tag. You guys are gonna be able to read the questions here while I'm reading them out loud, and then if any pictures go along with the answers, you'll see them there. So the first question of the birthday tag is, do you go by a nickname? I have a couple different nicknames, I guess you could call them. My mom has called me Cuckoo for like my whole life. I go by, the little girl I nanny calls me Momo. I don't know why. It's not because of that creepy internet thing that was going on. She called me Momo way before that. But mostly it's Cuckoo or Momo, but mostly Katie. Like, no one ever calls me anything but Katie. The second question is, when you are driving, do you listen to the radio, CDs, or tapes, or nothing? Our van is a 2004, and the CD player has long past stopped working, so by default we listen to the radio. Sometimes in my dad's truck we will listen to like the tape that we plug into our phones, but mostly the radio. Question number 3. Are you a window person or an aisle person? To be quite honest, I'm a window person. Just because like when I'm in the aisleway, I feel like I'm in the way. Question number 4. How do you relieve stress? My go-to is crying because like that's just what I do. Depending on the stress, I'll write songs. Most of the time I just sleep. Question number 5. What is your favorite childhood TV show? I have a lot of them, but probably the biggest one would be The Big Comfy Couch. Question 6. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? I went through a series of different careers that I wanted. I still to this day go through, wanting to be something different all the time. The biggest one that I can really remember though would have to be like a veterinarian. I always wanted to be a veterinarian. Except now that I realize that I don't like blood and I'm afraid of most animals, veterinarian is probably not the best idea. But it flip-flopped between like a veterinarian and a teacher, and like I was really into like book editing and like working at a publishing company. My whole middle school, high school experience, that's what I wanted to do. Ultimately, I'm going to school to be a teacher, so yeah. Question number 7 is, what is the best prank you have ever pulled off? I'm not a prank person. I'm not good at pranks. I'm not good at thinking of them, of executing them. So therefore I never have really done any pranks, at least by myself, I guess. The biggest like prank I can think of is when I was little. So my grandparents have 35-ish acres of land, and every summer me and my sister and our 2 cousins, Corey and Jared, would go and stay with them for like a week. And this particular time, the 4 of us were up there, and my grandpa had just caught a groundhog. And so he had it like in a live trap, like a cage that it had walked into, and it closed the door. And so it had been sitting there because he was trying to figure out what he wanted to do with it. And Corey had this idea of, let's prank Grandma and something to do with the groundhog. So earlier in the day, Jared had gotten scratched by something, a plant or something, while we were out riding 4-wheelers. And so it came together that we should tell Grandma that Jared got scratched by the groundhog. So we devised this plan, and it ends up, I mean, it was stupid to begin with, but so Jared lays on the ground. So let me restart. My grandma's in the house cooking or doing whatever she was doing. Jared lays on the ground and starts crying, and me, Corey, and Maddie start yelling, "Grandma! Grandma! Jared got scratched by the groundhog!" And my grandma is not like an athletic person, but she flew out of the house, like flew out of the house, down the stairs, into Jared, and by the time she hit the grass, like walking on it, we all just busted out laughing because we had just seen our grandma ultimately like fly. And yeah, it's stupid, but honestly, like, I don't pull pranks, so that's the best I got. Okay, question number 8. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, who would they be and why? So my first person would be Danny Cimorelli. For those of you who don't know, I'm like a huge Cimorelli fan, which you will see later on my channel. I guess it's, why would I choose Danny? I guess it would be because she's always been like the Cimorelli sister that I felt closest to, I guess. She wrote my tattoo, which you guys will hear about later on. My second one would be Lauren Cimorelli. In light of her recent EP, I have noticed how similar Lauren and I am. I just think it would be cool to like have a conversation with her. And then my third person would be Callum Hood from 5 Seconds of Summer, which I'm also obsessed with. I would pick Callum because I think he's got, I don't know, like, I'm a Callum stan. So, I mean, it only makes sense for me to choose Callum. But I would like to, like, be able to have, like, good conversations with these 3 people, because I feel like they would have, like, a lot of insight on a lot of things, and I just think it would be cool. Question number 9. If you could get back any article of clothing from your past, what would it be? I don't remember too much about what I wore in the past, honestly, just pictures. But I had this really cute shirt in the 3rd grade. So, since that's the only, like, I look through pictures, and it's the only one I would, like, want to have back, I guess. I don't know. Okay, number 10. If you could hire any actor to play you in a movie about your life, who would it be? The actor I would pick to play me in a movie would have to be Emma Kenney. If you guys know who she is, she played Debbie on Shameless. I don't know, like, that was a really, really hard question. Like, I wasn't sure really who I would pick, and I don't exactly know why I would pick Emma Kenney. I just feel like, I don't know, like, maybe we look more similar than, I don't know. Question number 11. If you could play any musical instrument, what would it be? I would really love to learn how to play the piano. Number 12 was another tricky question for me. If you could hear anyone from history give a speech, who would it be and why? I'm into Girl Scouts. I am a Girl Scout leader. I was a Girl Scout pretty much my whole life. So I would have to pick Juliette Gordon Low, who is the founder of Girl Scouts. I would love to hear her give a speech, probably like about female empowerment or something. I don't know. Number 13, if you could live in any city for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know. It would be like between Nashville, Tennessee, because I feel like that's like a good medium between like our cold winters and like the South's hot freaking summers. But I don't know. Question 14. If you could make any fictional character come to life, who would it be? I've had a recent obsession with Grey's Anatomy, and my favorite character on there is Lexi Gray. If I could make her real, I would. But I also love Amelia Shepherd from Grey's, and DeLuca. I know it said 1, but I gave you 3. Number 15. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as on Halloween? Now, the one that I remember the most is one year I dressed up as a vampire. Question 16. Do you sleep with your closet door open or closed? I don't have a closet door. It is currently off the hinges in the basement. So, my closet is open 24/7, so I guess I sleep with it open. 17. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? The first cartoon character that came to mind for me would be Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls. 18. Do you take shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels? No? Okay. 19. Have you ever stolen a street sign? No. Number 20. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or tucked out? Now, I assume this means tucked under the mattress, but I don't sleep like that. I tuck all the blankets under me. I burrito myself, so if they're tucked under the mattress, I yank them out anyway. 21. Would you rather be attacked by a swarm of bees or a bear? I feel like the bees would be more painful, but the bear could kill me. I don't know. I feel like either way it's a pretty sucky situation. But if my ultimate, I don't know, destiny was to be killed by one of those things, probably be a bear, because I think it would probably be a bear so I think it would be faster. That sounds morbid, but $22. Do you always smile for pictures? No. $23. Have you ever peed in the woods? Seeing as my grandparents have 35 acres of land, as I previously mentioned, and I was once a small child with a very small bladder, I'm sure I have peed in the woods. I don't remember, but I'm sure I have. 24. What size is your bed? I have a full-size bed. 25. What was the best concert you've ever attended? So I've been to a whole 2 concerts in my life, but my favorite was probably Five Songs of Summer. I went to the Sounds Live Feels Live, that's what it was. I went to Sounds Live Feels Live with my sister. What is your song of the week is number 26. My current favorite song that I've listened to 50 bazillion times this week is the cover of Let Me Down Slowly by Chaz Mazzata and Lauren Cimarelli. Number 27, do you still watch cartoons? Yes. Number 28, when was the last time you wrote someone a letter on paper? I had a pen pal that I met through Wattpad a long time ago. I think I was probably like in the 8th grade. Number 29, how many languages can you speak? I speak 1. Number 30, do you believe in ghosts? Yes and no. 31, what was your first concert? My first concert was Emblem 3. Number 32, Cheetos or Fritos? I prefer Cheetos. 33, can you curl your tongue? Yes. 34, ever want a spelling bee? No. Number 35, do you own a record player? No. 36, who would you like to see in concert? Cimarelli, obviously. 37, sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? Sugar cookies, 100 and bazillion%. Number 38, can you swim well? Yes. Number 39 is, are you patient? And the answer to that is absolutely not. Number 40 is, would you rather have a DJ or a band at your wedding? I feel like a band would be cool, but I think I would prefer a DJ because then you can play like a lot of different music and not just like, I mean, I'm sure bands can play lots of different music at weddings, but I don't know. I would prefer a DJ. Number 41, have you ever won a contest? No. Number 42, do I have kids? No. And the last question, 43, do you want kids? Eventually, yes. Right now, no. So, that was the birthday tag. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm sorry this is not the 22 music video that I promised. But, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.